Hello and welcome again to a new episode of this Let's Play series. Today, as you probably have seen in the title, I have a bigger project in mind. I want to build a slime farm. But before we are going to build that slime farm, I want to do something about this. It's an awesome machine, but in itself it's quite ugly, so I want it to blend it a little bit more into the landscape and with my house. So I am going to build a structure around it and upgrade my storage space, because as you can see, this is pretty primitive storage solution. So yeah, I want to upgrade that. But I am going to do that in the form of a time lapse. So here it is, and enjoy. Well, that just happened. Oh god. Okay, let's clean that up first. Yeah, so after that little incident inside my house, I cleared that mess all up. I still need to organize a little bit in my chests, because as you can see, I still have a hole in my ceiling, and yeah, this isn't as tidy anymore as it was. But yeah, we will fix that. But yeah, now I have made a build for my sugarcane farm, and yeah, I quite like it. And let's turn it off. The thing I like the most about this building is actually the storage system. So we are going to take a look, and it has been like a day ago that I built this whole house, and I let the sugarcane farm run all night. And as you can see, it's crazy. Okay, this corner didn't fill up yet, but yeah, this corner of barrels filled up completely with sugarcane. I set up the storage system so it fills up like that. So the next barrels will be these, and we can see that in my little maintenance area. So I made this area. Okay, close the door. I made this little area so I can still do maintenance at this farm if I want to. And if we go down here, you can see all the hoppers running around the whole storage system, and probably, yeah, as you can see, these hoppers are also filling up. So that's also a thing to keep in mind. If all these barrels are full, there are still like a couple of stacks in each hopper behind the barrels. So yeah, now that that has been done, I wanted to ask you guys a question. I built this building with a spruce wood roof, but my base itself has an oak wood roof. And now my question to you guys is, which of those two do you prefer? Because I think I want to keep the two buildings a little bit uniform, so it has the same color of roof. But yeah, let me know down into the comments what you guys think, which one I should pick. So the next thing I want to do in this episode is actually build a slime farm. Probably you already have seen that in the title of this video. But yeah, my current source of slimes is from a nearby swamp right at that direction. I need to travel to the swamp at night to collect some slime balls, and that is not very efficient. So I want to build a bigger slime farm, so we have loads and loads of slime balls. And luckily, just right beside my base and the village, in these two chunks in this area, those are two slime chunks. So I'm going to dig underground, use my beacon and clear a whole area out underground so we can build the farm right over there. And to let you guys see the progress of that, of digging the giant hole, I am going to do that in a time lapse. So here it is, and enjoy! Hi, and welcome back again. I hoped you enjoyed that time lapse, and as you can see, we have a giant hole right now. Um, the borders of this hole are the borders of the chunk, as you probably can see with this. So I preferably need to dig out a little bit more from the sides. So I can make my killing channels on the side of the farm, and I can maximize the spaces that the slime can spawn on. So that is the thing I'm going to do next. And yeah, from now on I will give small progress updates, so I don't bore you a whole episode with time lapses. So yeah, let's go. And I am almost done digging out the extra bits on the side. Only the big staircase I have to remove, and then I am ready. And now we are completely done digging this giant hole. And yeah, these chests are all filled with the resources we got from digging this hole. And this is where I put all the special resources, and as you can see, we have just over a stack of diamonds from just digging this hole, and loads of other stuff. So now the next thing we are going to do is putting our platforms in, so the slimes can spawn. So I am going to craft a whole bunch of slabs, and I will be right back. So now we are at the bottom of our giant hole. I have pretty much all the building materials I need, and we are going to put in the first platform of many. But first I'm going to mark off where the magma cubes are going to go, the magma blocks I mean, and it's going to be something like this. So three from the wall here, and 3 here, so that's good. And our first platform is going to be right here. So yeah, let's fill that in. So now we have built the first platform, and as you saw over there, the slimes are already spawning in. Now to build the next platforms, the giant slimes, like one over there, need 3 block spaces to spawn. So 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to place a slab like this, and this is where our next platform is going to be. So I am going to build a few of them. I don't know if I have enough materials to fill this whole hole we have dug, but we can always expand the farm a little bit further. So I have built 6 platforms in total, and as you can see, it spawns slimes, but it also spawns slimes underneath. So I need to fill in this place so they can't spawn underneath. But since it's spawning slimes, I think it might be a good idea to already install the magma floor, so they can be killed. So I need to get some rails, powered rails. I already have some magma blocks, and then we are going to install that. So now I have built my killing floor, and if we look at that, that's the way the slimes get killed. And underneath the magma blocks I have built a little rail system, and I will show you that right here. It starts here and it loops around the farm and then comes back in the middle, and at each of the two chunks, so each chunk will be done apart. Each chunk has his own minecart and will get the slimes delivered into this space. We still need to build the slime collector, or the item collector in general. But yeah, as you saw, that slime did wander at the magma blocks on its own, but that's not really efficient. Preferably we want to stimulate that, and a way that we can stimulate that is by using iron golems. Slimes are naturally attracted to iron golems. So now we made a little hole and we are going to make an iron golem like this. Just put some fences over here and his head. And just like that, now we have a little holding cell for our iron golem. And the slimes that will see this iron golem, they will come slowly to them and will walk onto the magma blocks and then will be killed. So then, so that is the way how we make this farm quite efficient. Now I have to repeat this at a few floors, also on the sides. The more iron golems we can put in here, the better. So yeah, hopefully this is going to work well. So I have placed a few iron golems around in this farm, and in the meantime I also have been fiddling around with a minecart unloader. I struggled a little bit with different designs because I want to make it tileable just next to each other, and eventually I found a design made by, and I hope I pronounce it right, Carrec Nannar. You can find a video in you can find the link of his video in this video description. I made a few changes, well, not a lot of changes, but I changed a little bit of the design, so it's a little bit higher, and the chest is placed like this, so I have some space underneath it, so I can use droppers or dispensers or a little water stream, so I can build a bigger storage system in the future. So I'm going to quickly show you guys how to make this minecart unloader. You start with placing your chest, take your hoppers and face one right into the chest, and into that hopper you face another one. Now you take your building blocks and place one right here, your powered rails just here, and a detector rail here. To make that detector rail slope a little bit, you just place another rail right here and immediately break it. So you have this. I will connect it later when this is all finished, so you guys can see how it unloads. Next, you take your building blocks again, place a building block right here with a comparator facing out this block, just like that. Another block right here, and you put a torch, redstone torch on the backside. Then you take building block like this. Oops. Your repeater you place there. Then you take your sticky piston and put it right over here, and then take your redstone block and the fence gate. So now I am going to connect these ones and let that minecart ride, and it will come back in a few seconds. And as you can see, this one is full of stuff, and all the slime balls of this and some other stuff are filtering through the hopper. even through this one. Yeah, because the hopper is locked right now because of the redstone signal. It's not going to filter any more items into the chest. So yeah, when this minecart with a hopper is done unloading, it will take off again, and I will quickly simulate that with emptying this hopper. Et voila! It's back sending again, and as you can see, all the items are filtering through the chest. And as you can see, this just works like a charm. Yes, okay, great. I will do an AFK session now, just to see how many slime balls we can get within that AFK session. And we probably need to do some more lighting up in the caves. But yeah, we first we are going to see how many slime balls we get from that AFK session. It's a new day, and I have been AFKing for a whole night, and let's look at what we got. Oh, this looks pretty promising. I noticed that this chest is not that full as the other one, so that might have to do that half has more iron golems than that half. So yeah, here you can see the importance of the use of iron golems. But yeah, I bet I can even make this farm more efficient by lighting up the caves and putting more iron golems. But yeah, I'm very happy with this amount of slime balls. This is probably more than I ever going to use in this Let's Play world. But yeah, that is work for another time. This episode is already taking much longer than usual, so I am going to wrap up here. A lot of the work you have seen was live streamed on YouTube, so if you want to see the live streams, consider subscribing, or if you want to see more content like this, you should consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a like, and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.